Okay, so this is section 1.2. This one says, in each of the following, we want to list the three terms that continue the arithmetic or geometric sequence, and it says identify sequences as arithmetic or geometric. Okay, so arithmetic, it's going to abbreviate ARI. These will have a common difference. They will be adding or subtracting the same number every time. Okay, geometric, I'm just going to say geo. These will multiply or divide the same number every time. So what I do is I look at these. Let's just take A. We have 2, 4, 8, 16. So I first ask myself, is it getting bigger or smaller? And 32, I guess I need to go ahead and add that. Okay. Is it getting bigger or smaller? And we can see that this is growing. And either is going to be adding or multiplying the same number every time. So to find out if it's adding, I just subtract these, bigger from smaller. So 4 minus 2 gives me a difference of 2. 8 minus 4 gives me a difference of 4. Okay, so right now when I see different number, then it's not going to be arithmetic. It's not adding the same number every time. Okay. So next thing I try to do is see, is it multiplying by something? In order to find out if it's multiplying, I use division. I just do the same thing. I just divide bigger minus smaller, this minus this. If I take 4 divided by 2, that gives me a difference of 2. 8 divided by 4 gives me a difference of 2. So basically I'm multiplying 2 every time. So if I multiply by 2, 8 times 2 gives me 16. Okay, so that works. Multiply by 2. So if I continue going, multiplying by 2, times 2 will give me 64. Times 2 will give me 128. Times 2 will give me 256. So we're multiplying by 2 every time. And you can use a calculator and everything to help you with those. But 64, 128, and 256. That will be the next three terms here. This is geometric because we're multiplying each time. All right, so B, we have 1, 7, 13, 19, etc. So I will write 1, 7, 13, 19, 25. We want the next three. So difference between these two is getting bigger. I will just subtract and get 6. So if I add 6, subtract these two, again we get a difference of 6. So it looks to be adding 6 every time. So if I continue going and add 6, that will give me 31, 37, 43. Okay, so we'll add those three. And because we're adding a common difference, not multiplying, this would be arithmetic. And then the last one, C. So this one, we have 13, 20, difference of 7. And then we have 27, difference of 7. So it appears to be adding 7 every time. And you can check and verify those by continuing to add 7. So one easy thing to do, let's just say if I got the calculator, and let's say I did 13, and just hit enter. Like whatever your first term is, just put it in, hit enter. And then if you do plus 7, whatever you think the pattern is, or times 7, and hit enter, it's going to add it. And once you do that once, all you have to do is hit enter then, and it will continue that pattern. It will add 7 again, and hit enter, it will add it again, and just continue doing that. So we're at 34. I want the next 3 numbers. So I'm gonna hit, well, we stop at 41 actually. So I want the next 3 numbers. I'm gonna hit enter 3 times. Enter, enter, enter. So I get 48, 55, 62. 48, 55, 62. And because we're adding every time, that will be arithmetic.